I'm gonna be Zoro right now. Egghead Island might be probably like the best arc, one of the best arcs in One Piece. Like at most, you gotta give it top three, bare minimum like top five. Like the amount of stuff that went on through this entire arc is crazy. Like a little bit before the arc, we got like Shanks one tapping my king kid, which was tragic. Then after that, we get to see Garp go against like the Blackbeard Pirates and whatnot, and Kobe go crazy. And then on top of that, we get to Egg Island. Then we get the Kuma's backstory too. Some more history when it comes to God's Valley too, and like that whole situation with the Rocks pirates, the Black Rogers pirates, then Garp too, and just like the Mary Joan, like the Saints and whatnot, and Kuma's backstory all entwined with that too. There's just so much is going on in this arc. Is insane, and like the amount of meat we get for this arc, just like back to back with no breaks, is just it's a really good time. Now that takes me to like what's going on right now currently, because like now at this point the giant pirates showed up, so we got what was it, Drogi and Brogy pulled up too to help out Luffy in the arc too. That was a huge surprise. And then also we have like Luffy fighting Saint Garcia too, which is also really good too. Like the entire arc has just been going insanely crazy for no reason. Like Oda's been cooking the entire time for like the past year almost, and it's just really insane to think about. So now this takes me to like the latest chapter in which Saint Garcia called up the five elders to pull up on Luffy. And I gotta say, like this full panel spread was probably like the cleanest thing ever. Like seeing like all of them in their forms. I think low key, my favorite form right now from the their monster forms or the yokai forms, whatever they are called. I think Saint Ethan Baron has like the coolest form too. And on top of that, like his introduction to like once he pulled up and transformed, you like immediately like one shot all the pacifistas to like speed blitzed them and like frozen cut them too. Like his introduction was just insane too. Like he has a cool design too. The coolest looking like half breed form. Like he's like this like half ghost skeleton horse death thing. Skeleton death horse. Whatever I want to call it, like a dead skeleton horse. And it's like super raw. Like he has like the coolest like yokai devil form by far, in my opinion. But yeah, like just this entire scene, like Saint Garcia pulling up with his friends to like tell him to help out him against Luffy, was just really cool. And then like them like trying to leave the island too. Then like also in the background we have like Zoro fighting Lucci and like finally being Lucci after freaking Sanji egged him on, saying like he's being a burden. Like I just find that amusing. But like I low key kind of feel bad for the Zoro fans just a bit because like I read Twitter. Everyone's on Twitter, obviously. Like the Zoro fans really wanted like Zoro to like practically like a low diff Kizaru, not Kizaru, no, not Kizaru, but Lucci. That did not happen. Like for the past, I want to say like 17, maybe 20 chapters, this man's been like fighting Lucci in the background, struggling, and finally beat him after like all these chapters. So that's a win for Zoro fans, kind of because like he beat Lucci, but like it's not what they wanted. Because like I understand what they wanted. Because like what Zoro fans wanted was for like Zoro to be like on par with Luffy. So like Luffy practically low diffed Lucci. That's what happened in Gear 5 low diff Lucci. So what Zoro fans really wanted was for Zoro to like, also low diff Lucci as well, to be like, okay, Zoro is relative to Luffy. Which I kinda get, Zoro fans really want Zoro to be strong. But again, he's supposed to be Luffy's second right hand man. So him being like on par with Luffy, that shouldn't be the case. He should be like a tier below him. And I feel like him struggling against Lucci really shows like the gap between him and Luffy, which is a good thing. There should be a gap, and I don't mind that at all. Now, when it comes to just the whole fighting right now, I feel like right now really what Oda's showing is like how strong Gear 5 really is. Because like the previous chapter beforehand, like once Luffy went Gear 5 against Kizaru, was kind of like he was struggling a bit, but once he started getting his rhythm back, he was really piecing up Kizaru. Now, granted, there's like, Kizaru's kind of like mentally nerfed. He's not all the way there because he's thinking about, he has to kill his friend, doing all this stuff for the government. He doesn't really feel like doing it. So like mentally, he's not all the way there, but still a feat nonetheless that Luffy is, piecing this man up. And at the same time, fighting Garcia as well. And doing pretty well. Granted, Garcia's like healing from all the damage and whatnot. And like he has like a really good feat where Luffy like turned him to like a pancake on his hand, like a piece of pie. Threw him, but then Garcia still controlled himself to like attack Luffy again. So like Garcia's doing really well against Gear 5 Luffy. Like right now it's more like from what I'm seeing, Luffy's able to push him back, but he's still holding his own. I think that's why he need like the other Saints to pull up or the Elders to pull up to like help him give him the edge to fight against Luffy. Because I feel like Luffy right now, I don't think he could beat all 5 Elders, but I think he could stand his own against him. I think that's what they're trying to show, like how strong Luffy is, just not getting Gear 5, getting the hang of it. He could fight the Elders at least. At least. I don't think he's going to beat all of them, but I feel like he's going to at least give him a decent fight and maybe lose. I feel like Luffy might like either run out of stamina or yeah, he might have to run out of stamina or like, just get beaten and have to like run away and the Giants have to give him cover so they could like escape from the island. That's my theory right now. What's going to happen is like right now, Luffy's just been going insane the entire time. He got his boost from eating, stamina up again, back to fighting Garcia. It's just like all around, he's been putting in work. It's been like very, like I said, very equal almost. Like he's been kind of pushing Saint Garcia back. He needed help, and now at this point, I feel like Luffy might start to lose that edge a little bit, either due to stamina or just being too overpowered by like having all the Saints where it's against him. So yeah, that's my thoughts about what was it, One Piece chapter 1110? 1110? Yeah. That's my thoughts on the chapter. Just all around a good chapter. A great introduction for the fighters, just pulling up ready for action, just taking care of business. The Giants showing up too to help out Luffy. Just all around, just so much is going on in this arc. And it has to be. It might be my top 3, maybe again top 5. Like it's in that range. Like it's that good of an arc right now, and like it's not even over yet. Then again in the background too, we have like Vegapunk on like expose the whole world government, like the history too and whatnot, and them trying to stop him too. Just like so much is happening in this arc. It really feels like we're in like the final saga of One Piece, and I'm very excited to see that journey happen too, And then also I forgot too, the Blackbeard Pirates are in this arc also. Like they pulled up to meet Saint Garcia to do something with him. Like I think take his powers. Like I think her name is like Devon. Is it Devon? She like touched him. So mission is complete. And now her and Vane Iger are going to leave, and they had to talk to like that weird mud dude too in the background that was going on. So like just so many pieces are moving around on this one island. It's just really insane to think about like how much Oda's cooking for this one arc. So like this next arc is going to be like super insane too. I'm just very excited to see what's going to happen next for One Piece after this arc. But right now, this arc right here is just fantastic. Right now, solid for me. Maybe it's recent bias, but at least a 10 out of 10, bro. Like, I'm enjoying this way too much. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this chapter. The entire arc right now was just all around just a really, really good time. I catch you guys next time. See ya.